Hello children, in the previous video we discussed about a type of asexual reproduction. What was that? Yes, spore formation. And now we will see the next type of asexual reproduction. You can see here I have drawn something. Do you remember this organism from last year? This is a flatworm called as planaria. It is found in freshwater ponds and even lakes and streams. So what happens to this planaria? It's a very small organism. Sometimes when it flows in the water, it gets cut. The body gets cut into pieces. And then it's a surprise that these small body parts, they can again grow into a complete organism. You can see here, this is the body of the organism planaria, and here I have just diagrammatically shown you that the body gets cut into three parts. You can see here the anterior part, the middle part and the posterior part. And if you see here all the three parts, you can see that the cells have divided, the organism has grown into a small organism, and finally you can see that it has given rise to three new individuals. So this kind of asexual reproduction is termed as regeneration. We cannot term it as a complete mode of asexual reproduction, because here only a body part is getting cut, and then there are special types of cells which are able to divide and make the organism grow into a complete organism. So though it is not considered as a complete reproduction, but still we will be discussing about this type of asexual reproduction under this concept. Examples are planaria and even hydra. You remember hydra we had learnt under budding. But in case of hydra, which is also found in fresh water, if a body part is cut accidentally, then it also has the ability to grow into a complete new organism. So hydra can be referred to as an example for both budding as well as for regeneration. So how do we define regeneration? Regeneration is a type of asexual reproduction where the cut body parts of an organism can grow into a complete new organism. Regeneration where the cut body parts can grow into a new individual organism. Examples are these. Now I have mentioned here how the process happens. The body part is cut, so there what happens? Rapid cell division occurs. So the cells increase, they multiply in number and they give rise to a ball or a mass of cells. And then after large number of cells are formed, they start differentiating, because all the organs, all the body parts, they are not similar to each other. So after multiplication of cells, the next process is differentiation of cells, and this gives rise to the complete individual. I have just mentioned it as mammals and one question mark. In case of mammals and higher organisms, is this possible regeneration? Can you just think and tell me whether it is possible? If so, how? Whether if it is not possible, then why? Of course, there might be some examples coming in your mind. You would have observed this common lizard at your home. Sometimes accidentally the tail gets cut. And if you observe it after a few days, maybe after a couple of weeks or so, you will see that the tail has grown back. And again, in case of the arm of starfishes, there also it regenerates and grows into a new arm. So in all these organisms, the entire organism does not die. It is only a part of the organism which gets cut or detached from the body, and then a new, it replaces in that position. So again, in case of mammals, let us just take an example of a cat or a dog. If you just cut a part of the tail of a cat or a dog, will it grow into and you just keep it, will it grow into a new organism? It doesn't happen. If you see the internal structure of mammals, you can see that there are different organ systems. We have the respiratory organ, we have excretory organ, we have heart, the transportation organ, and all these organs are there. It is very complex. So similar, the same type of cells, it is not possible that the mass of cells which multiplies, it can differentiate into these variety or these different type of tissues and which can perform different functions. So it is not possible in case of higher or multicellular organisms or mammals where regeneration is possible. It is of course possible in a few organisms where a body part is cut and only that part grows with the help of these regenerative cells. I hope this mode of reproduction is clear to you. So in the next class we will discuss the next mode, which is fragmentation.